What's going on, everybody? This is the TheGameHuntah channel with another episode of Rival Kingdoms. Today we're gonna revisit Foreveil because this is the first dragon available in the game. Well, as you guys know, the game just got released on Android, so we have plenty of new players. So it's really important to get familiar with this dragon because it's quite useful as a dragon and as an ancient. Okay, so in this episode we're gonna be using Foreveil as a dragon and an ancient at the same time, because you can do that. In case you haven't noticed, yes, you can use the dragon and the same dragon use it as an ancient. That's why they have special abilities, right? Some people are sending me messages like, why do Foreveil have some special abilities if used as a dragon? Well, you can also use it as an ancient, and combining the ancient and the dragon at the same time with the same character, woof, trust me, it's good. Alright, so let's take a look. First, the dragon power is Foreveil sweeps over the base to the target location, dealing low damage and causing targets to freeze for 2 seconds. Low damage, not that amazing. Targets to freeze, awesome. It's really good. Trust me, that can determine the fate of a battle. Only if it's 2 seconds, that can determine how things can change, okay, on the battlefield. The first ability or spell is the Frost Shield. Reduces all damage taken to 50% and grants total immunity to spell towers equipped with flash freeze for 10.5 seconds. Again, the number 10.5 seconds depends on the level of your Frost Shield. In this case, I don't remember which level it is, but my Foreveil is level 22, so it can't be that low. Really good one too. Okay, this is a decent first spell, protecting your troops that can give you an edge really fast on the battlefield if you can reduce the damage in 50%. And total immunity to spell tower equipped with flash freeze, well, really important, but you need to learn how to find or identify those spell towers, right? Remember, the ones that the flash freeze are the one that I think is like blue, if I'm not wrong. Wow, even I forgot. Awesome. Alright, so let's go. The second ability is the Ice Elemental. Summon 2 Ice Elemental, level 5 in this case. Well, all depends of the level of your Foreveil, of course. By my level 5 Elemental, this is the stats that you can see at the screen. Damage per second 19.22. Summon from the Plane of Frost, this Elemental shield the air around them in case they target and thick ice that will never tall. Well, the good thing about these guys is that when they get destroyed, they're gonna freeze the buildings and their surrounding. Super interesting. Like I said, I use them as a kamikaze unit. You deploy these guys in front, yes, they're gonna do some damage, and then when they die, it's so useful because you're gonna freeze the opponent. So this is gonna be like the frozen combo. Foreveil as an ancient, Foreveil as a dragon, and with all these freezing spells, trust me, your opponent is gonna get pissed. All right, so let's go there. And the last ability or spell is the Midwinter, because winter is coming. Freezes whole structure in a large area for 4.5 seconds. 5.4 4.5 5.4. Yes, exactly, 5.4. And again, that number depends on the level of your Foreveil, the level of your Midwinter. Super good ability. You can freeze all the structure in a large area for 4.5 seconds. That's a lot. I keep saying 4.5. Why nobody's correcting me? Okay, you know what's going on in here? Who's in charge of this? Would somebody just point me in the right direction? Okay. Let's recap. 5.4 seconds, and it's quite useful because, like I say, if you make an opening, you start destroying enemy portals and get some extra mana. If you can use the Midwinter and freeze all the rest of the ballista towers and catapults, wow, you can really make an opening in the enemy base, and well, that will determine who's the winner, who's the loser of the battle, right? All right, so now let's use Foreveil as an ancient and as a dragon in the battlefield. All right, let's get ready. All right, here we go. Battle number 1. Let's see what we can use. I'm thinking what we can use. Probably soldiers with paladins. Let's see, but let's analyze this first. First of all, this base is one of those bases that you really want to come across, because when people start placing the portals in the outside without any protection, And I understand it's really difficult to protect everything, but the portals are so important. They give you so much extra mana. Look at that. They want to give me 4, 3, and this was also give me 4. It's a lot. It's a lot. So let's see what we can do. Wow, this one is all the buildings on the outside. Crazy. All right, so well, there is plenty of things that we can do in order to get a lot of mana. So we can start deploying, for example, Foreveil in this area. The reason is because the spell tower, they don't really do much damage against dragons, so that's gonna be good. Let's see if we can detect one of those. No, there is no any ice ancient on defense. Only fire, probably Nyrax, and probably another dead Asian. So that, okay, that's good. Okay, we know there's no lightning, so there's no ice spell tower, so there's no really immunity. All right, so let's get into action. All right, we're gonna put Foreveil in here out of range, and in the meantime we can actually deploy our troops, because there is plenty of things to destroy. This is like a calling me free mana to everybody. It's just crazy. So let's deploy the paladin behind. Perfect. Let's see Foreveil. Foreveil is having a really good time over there. Let's see. We're gonna deploy the first group of these elementals to help me a little bit. Foreveil is having so much fun on the other side. It's not even funny. Let's probably put the frost shield to some of the troops. We can put the frost shield over here too, and now we can bring Foreveil back to the battlefield. There you go. What about you join us, my friend? There you go, and that's how you use it. Once you charge it once, you can charge one more time, freeze the rest of the buildings again. Start deploying more of these ice elementals. Are quite useful. I got troops running all over the place. Foreveil did it. That was a game. Let's use the midwinter to freeze everything. Deploy some elementals. Yep, and we did it. Wow, sorry. Sorry about that. And Foreveil survived. That was remarkable. Usually dragons are units that you're gonna deploy on the battlefield mostly to give you extra mana, so you can then deploy your units. But if you master how to use dragons, you can keep your dragons alive for the whole battles, and they can help you big time. Like in this case with Foreveil, okay, I was able to charge. When you use Foreveil, you leave it destroying a couple buildings. Remember, you're gonna have a counter under the dragon. Once that counter reaches a certain number, you're gonna start collecting special dragon powers, right? So then at the end, I had a chance to sweep the enemy base twice in one go, because I got 2 charge. Okay, let's go into the next battle. Here we go, battle number 2, Foreveil special episode, and let's see what we can do in this one. Some decent loot that we can probably use. Let's analyze this. This could be a little bit tricky. Okay, I already found the flaw in this episode. Can you guys tell me what it is, please? I'm gonna wait for 2 seconds. Okay, well, this is the flaw of this base, and big time. Why? Because there is nothing protecting that catapult. The catapult is supposed to be one of the most important defensive buildings in your base, so you cannot leave it alone. I mean, that watchtower over here, yeah, it has some range, but still, and if I can put Foreveil like in the angle in here, I should be able to destroy probably the cold storage, the smelter, the portal, and maybe the catapult too. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so we're gonna deploy Foreveil over here. Let's see what we can do. All right, if we can have an opening in the middle area, it will be perfect, because then I can use my troops, frost shield, and good to go. All right, so Foreveil, take care of business, my friend. I'm gonna try to speed up things. Yeah, you look funny, but super useful. Okay, portal going down, which is great. That's what we need. Hopefully you're gonna go against either the bunker or the portal. Perfect, you go against the portal, is even better. Why? Because it's gonna give me extra mana, and my units are gonna be too close for that catapult. That catapult won't be able to do much against my troops. All right, so let's go, soldiers, paladin. Let's deploy the shield. In the meantime, I have Foreveil taking care of the bunker on the other side. I can deploy the expos now that I have some extra room. We can deploy some ice elementals to take care of business. I got Foreveil here. Okay, Foreveil, you can now help me. We can do a raid real quick. We can do another raid over here to freeze some of the enemy defensive building, and now we can use the midwinter and take care of the rest. Perfect. That came out really good, right? Again, if you master how to use these dragons, they are quite powerful. Let's use Foreveil one more time to freeze the enemy turrets over there. Perfect. It's remarkable that Foreveil is still alive after all they've been going through, and it's helping me a lot. You see, it's helping me to destroy some other buildings. And I don't know if you noticed, but the frost, the ice elemental, they don't have penalty where you can deploy them. See, you need to have like a real space. You see, I can deploy these guys on top of the red area, which is supposed to be blocked for any unit. Let me see, I can put it in here. Yes, there you go. Let's do the Benny Hill show to take care of the rest, and that will probably do it, right? Another successful attack with Foreveil. Like it? Yes, yes I do. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, Rival Kingdoms. This is the GameHuntah channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my videos. I'm gonna try to do as many episodes as possible, trying to share my all my experience that I've been learning since the beta stage of this amazing game, and trying to share some strategy and everything. So post in the commentary section. I'm gonna give away codes for people who participate. If I can reach 100 likes in this video, I got a bunch of $50 codes. Yeah, you hear me, right? if I can reach 100 likes in this video, I'm gonna give away for people who comment in this video. I'm gonna give away a couple of codes, $50 codes in currency for Rival Kingdoms. Guys, this is the GameHuntah. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.